Welcome back, everybody. Some more EU4 with me, Daniel, from Dan Has Fun. Today, we're going to be attacking a jam, and it is going to be sticky. It's going to... Sorry, that was terrible. It's going to be tricky. It's going to be more difficult than you would think. So, a jam has 200,000 troops, which is a surprise given how small the landmass is. That's not really the difficulty. So they're allied to Russia, who have no manpower and are probably mostly over here. So I'm not that worried, believe it or not. I'll have Poland involved. They have less troops, but they're going to be in a much more condensed block. So they should keep Russia busy for a while. I am going to keep some troops nearby as a precaution in case they break through. We're also going to have some try and protect our vassal Armenia. The bulk of the troops, however, are going to spend their initial effort pacifying, well, the war goal, but also Somalia. So Somalia is... they're secretly tricky with 135,000 troops. That's a lot more than any nation down here typically has. I'm hoping that Kilba will attack them once we attack them. We're not allied, but they historically, well, at least by this game stance, they always hate each other when they form. Which is funny, because you'd think, hey, they're both the same religion, they won't. And don't get me wrong, Kilba hates Ethiopia more when it forms, but meh, they typically don't get on. We're roughly in place. I think this is the time to declare. We did, between episodes, have a rebellion in Spain, which we've crushed. Everything else is exactly the same. We've just moved troops along. We could go for a reconquest CB, but we're not going to, because that's just for those two provinces. We're just going to go for imperialism generically. The Timurids will not join right now, which is a shame, but they might join us later. I'm not going to rely on it, but they might. We still outnumber the opposition, we're just not by a huge number. So we are going to confirm and declare. Our navy, which we didn't proactively move, we're probably just going to block the Russians in Europe as much as we can. How many ships do they have? They have 138. So they do have enough to be dangerous. But we also have a lot of galleys. So if we sit in the mostly Danish territory, we should be pretty safe. So that's where we're going to send them to. Most of our ships are up to date. There are some peasant rebellions going on in our vassal, but, I mean, that's their problem. They can fix that. They're only peasants. So we have 134,000 troops coming down for Somalia. We're going to be an almost 1-to-1 ratio. We're going to have roughly 170,000 troops for a jam. We are going to be fractionally outnumbered, but not by a lot. And then we're going to have about 100,000 troops protect our vassal, and again about 75,000 protecting our flank. First of all, Somalia doesn't have that many forts on the northern side. It has one. Most of its forts are in the south, the southeast. So we don't want to get spread out too much. We're not going to have our... Yeah, we're definitely not going to have our mercenary stack do the bulk of the sieging, because they only have 3,000 cannons. That's not going to work. We're just going to keep things cohesive and together like that. Not too ambitious. Level 8 fort immediately. You have 6 points of siege, though, so you're going to go there. And we're going to put our troops just nearby, so they're on standby in case we get attacked. Up north. Every stack except the 39,000 and the 1,000 one, because they're not technically complete yet. Should start moving over towards our vassal. No, that's not completed. Go over there. Thank you. And then, yeah, these two stacks are just going to sit in place. We're going to unpause now, and all hell might break loose. We're just going to watch. Our truce with Georgia is over, but we don't really care about that. They'll probably join a coalition, but meh. We did have a general die immediately. Where did that happen? Nowhere important. It's this stack, I think. and that is fine. Why is the 16 and the 19k stack not going together, by the way? Try again. There you go. The one stack is going to sit, what, here, to get less attrition. A coalition has formed. We do have to watch this, because they may go, hey, he's having a bad time with his big war, so they might try and jump in on us. We have to watch. We'll still be fine if they do. We will need to keep an eye on it. We'll be fine because our allies will jump in. Portugal will jump in. Britain will jump in. Actually, speaking of which, once our diplomat comes back, we're going to switch to ally view. Yeah, we're going to see a big list of people joining. Did I have another general die? That's inconvenient. Why are all my generals choosing to die now? Oh, it died for the mercenary stack. Okay, I'm not that worried about that either. There is a stack of Ajam troops. We should be able to start moving towards them. Where's this 1,000 troops going? I have no idea. Go somewhere. Do something. Oh, the Russian spy got caught too. That's a little bit annoying, but not that big a deal. Is that a fort? Oh, it's on a dry island. I was going to say, how is that not a mountain? Oh boy, a free transport ship. Guess how much I care about that. Whoopee-doo. Guess this 35k stack should probably have a general just in case. Okay, well that guy doesn't completely suck. 6223. Still, considering I've got 99 army tradition, you think it'd be a little bit better, but meh. Yeah, I wonder if anybody will get brave and try and trigger on us. I doubt it, but it is interesting. Oh, that's also interesting. Britain will now join in. Absolutely. 100%. They don't have any manpower, but just their ships alone will annoy the Russian side. Yeah, I'm good with that. Oh, there's another stack of Ajam troops. Why are random 1,000 troop stacks just not doing anything? Is that a fort? It is not, it's a mountain, so do not attack them there, please. We've already completed our first siege in Somalia. So I guess we'll just follow it along. That's a level 4 fort. There it goes. Are they going to reach that 1,000 troops? They sure are. I should be using the free force march too. I'm being dumb. We'll deal with that in a moment. You can't use it on troops that are in the middle of moving. You would think, given it's free, it would just automatically be turned on, but it is not. Why, I don't know, but it's not. If it costs you nothing, you'd think it would just be on by default, but meh. Gonna turn that on for many stacks. I won't do it for those guys, I'll do it when they stop moving. Same with these two stacks. So that 1,000 random troops are going to get wrecked because they just decided to not move for some reason. Still a mountain, though. I do not want to attack them there. So we're going to do this instead. We're not going to attack them on the mountain. We're going to see if they want to come over and do anything. I also see they have 53,000 more troops. So they're not really coming over to this side. I'm somewhat surprised by that, but it's fine. All these troops will combine and we'll have another free stack to use. There it goes. Okay. Move that over to Trebizond. They're just going to sit in place, are they? That's interesting. Very interesting. Now that you guys have stopped moving, though, I can put you on forced march. M key, not N, Daniel. There you go. Oh, those guys are getting wrecked something fierce. Why on earth are they going there? Okay, you go there. I have to wait. So what date was it they were going there for? The 22nd. Okay. 1 day. Still gotta wait. Okay, there we go. This stack of troops does need a leader, though. Oh, wow, I still have to... Wait, why are you not even assigned? There you go. Just got a random general just sitting there twiddling his thumbs. So he might as well do something. A daft apeth. Oh yeah, Austria still exists. I forgot they were even there. Okay, so... a little bit ropey initially, but yeah, that combat will be fine. Where are you going, Bayezid? Why do you have so many troops up north? What is going on here? I don't know why they have so many troops up here. I'm somewhat surprised they went north and not west. Go across. I guess in this case then, we might as well have you go over to the Highlands because you're just sitting there twiddling your thumbs. Oh, well, that'll work. Poland's going to bash that by accident. Thank you for taking out my Syrian rebels. I still don't see any Russian troops. So with that being the case, let's take this other 40,000 that's just sitting around doing nothing and move them over. Because yes, apparently they're just going to go purely north and nothing else, which is... I mean, it's fine. I just wish I'd known that was going to be the plan ahead of time, I guess. 82% religious unity, slowly ticking up. Getting there. That being a mountain is stinky. I wish my vassal had a fort on it, but it does not. Maybe if I split these guys up, they'll attack me. Maybe not. Aleppo has finally been sieged. Let's go straight for Sinjar. You guys stop moving, you have. So let me get you onto the forced march. Oh no, trade embargo. What will I do? I don't think financially I can handle that. Parliament needs to debate something, though. We have 29 seats in Parliament. Jeez Louise. Cheaper culture conversion costs would have been useful an episode or two ago, but what are you going to do? We need something for military combat. Not really decay, though. Land attrition wouldn't be terrible. I was hoping that might be something that gives us some actual combat strength, but I guess not. Okay. Well, the next best then will be the quartering of troops. Anybody got something super easy that I can give? 2 Reformation progress, done. 3 Diplo points, absolutely. 1 prestige, definitely. I'm not taking war exhaustion right now. I will take corruption because I'm going to have it tick down anyway. Conscription, no. Diplo points, yes. Take sides in Parliament, absolutely. Meritocracy and scapegoat, absolutely not. Grant mining rights for a tiny bit of inflation, maybe. I'll think about that one. 3 admin points, sure. 3 military points, absolutely. That gets it at 67%, so that means anybody that wants to have mining rights, I will give you. And anybody that wants to mobilize, I will give you as well. Because that's essentially just points to cost to get it back. I think that gets us to 93, and mining rights is 98. I don't really want to do any of the others. But I am going to allow use of crown lands because our amount is just ridiculous. Okay, well that'll give us less attrition for the war, so that's pretty helpful. Did they take the bait? They did not. Interesting. But they did move enough that I can deal with them sieging my fort out. 16,000 Hormuz troops. Cute. I'm gonna wait first, was what I was about to say, but I guess I missed the button. Oh, okay. Oh, I only grabbed the 2 stacks. Well, that's mildly annoying, but it's fine. This group can come over as well. Still, oh, there's, I was about to say, I still haven't seen any Somalian troops, and then the second I said that, I saw Somalian troops. Don't go too far away, though. Oh, that siege is done. That's awesome timing. Let's head over to Mondifera. Russian... wait. How did you get your ships down here? Well, that's annoying. That is genuinely very annoying. Okay. You got me, Russia. What's in their pack? We need to... temporarily have everything go to port during war, so anything that's out right now. Let's get you in. Everything else is in? That's just going to cost us a few trade ships. It's annoying, but not that bad. It just means as soon as we have the opportunity to flee, we will. And we won the Battle of Van. Can we catch you? Oh, we can. Are you not... I don't see the shoes on you, so you don't seem to be sprinting when you should be. We'll deal with that afterwards if I remember as well. Anyway, this I need to deal with before we lose all our ships. Well, we lost all of our ships anyway. Rip ships. Okay, fine. We will build some ships. Get 10 ships, 10 ships, 10 ships, 10 ships. That's roughly replaces what we would have lost there. 134 ships, but they're a variety bag of troops, of ship types. So, yeah, when we get our fleet back, we'll deal with that. How did they sneak through? That's very annoying. Not game over territory by any stretch, but very, very annoying. Just a waste of resources. No, don't stop the siege there. Okay, that was a stat wipe at least. You need to be on a forced march. Why were you not forced marching, you dum-dums? These 4 stacks should keep being able to keep going. So that's a mountain, that's a mountain, that... Oh my word, all of their forts are on mountains. That's gonna suck. Let's start with Yerevan, though, just because it's nearby. Means if we get attacked on, that's a big old penalty. The Russian ships are trying to get away. Where are they going? Nowhere fast. Perfect. Okay. I'll check back on them in a second. We do not need all of the king's horses and all the king's men sitting on this stack, attritioning themselves to death. So let's get rid of those 2. These guys can move back. I do see that 30k stack over there. So they technically have 4 more ships than we do. But we also have a lot more galleys, which are getting a 50% combat bonus in this location. And they're carrying 42 transport ships with them. And we have way better naval combat stats than they do. That should be an absolute slaughtering. There's a dubious number of troops over there. I do not know how many they have, so I need to keep an eye out. Got a culture conversion, which is bueno. You can move over, you can move closer. Move there, I guess, instead. I'm doing the gently approach in Somalia because it's such a large landmass and it's quite exposed. I do want to be a little bit careful. Meanwhile, yeah, the Russian Navy is getting absolutely slapped around right now. Where did this 1,000 random troops come from again? Get it in that stack, I guess. Ooh, completely missed the province. Nailed it. This is a hill. When are you leaving? The 2nd? Okay, yeah, that works for me. I should be able to get away with that without too many difficulties. So yeah, so we may have lost nearly 50 trade ships, but they have lost a lot more than that in that engagement. And we captured 26 ships. Now, we didn't lose any. We did, unfortunately, gain... Well, depending, because this is a breakdown with the British, too. Yeah, we did gain 5 transport ships, which we just don't care about at this point. We just have so many of them. It's just inconsequential. We have so many transport ships, I don't remember where I put them. Okay, they're over here. Normally I put them in Italy, but I guess I put them in the middle of nowhere just to keep myself on my toes. We got 16 trade ships. That's going to help repair the fleet that they took out. And the remaining ships... we're just going, I guess, to keep here as a precaution, so they can't sneak back in. And that means, because they can't sneak back in, we should be able to go back and trade. Yeah, even you guys, which I'm going to build some more specifically of, just so you're not completely stuck. Same with you guys. How do you not have any more ships when it says you should have like 40 of them? Okay, so that'll make us more money every month. So how many troops do they have hanging around here? Quite a lot, but they're not going to be able to get involved. Except, why do neither of my stacks have a leader? How has this happened? Neither stack has a military leader in it. Move one stack back, get a leader. Are you any good? Oh my, you're fantastic, yes. But at least one of you has to have a stack of troops. Let's move, don't move straight back yet, move now, because I don't want you to get attritioned. And then once we do, we'll go and attack these. If they're still there, anyway. Because we have a fair stack of troops. Can you move in there? Not yet. Yeah, they're still not really attacking from the west side of their own country. They're just not doing anything, which is a little bit strange. Move the other stacks a little bit forwards in Somalia. Our vassal should be coming to help carpet siege things, yet for some reason he's decided to just... decided that what he wants to do is leave rebels inside his own territory. So I guess we'll go deal with that. And we're going to attack a stack on the steps, because we don't get a penalty there, and we have big numbers advantage, so it might be a stat wipe. What are the Ajam war stats like, anyway? Slightly less tactics than us, and quite a lot less morale. So that should be fine. We should be able to absolutely maul them, which we just did. I do have to watch out that... what on... oh, it's a fort. I was going to say, what on earth route is that to take? But no, there's a fort there on Maycop. It's only a level 2 fort, so we should be able to plow right through it. These two need combining. Haven't needed this reserve of troops, but again, we're going to keep them there in case the coalition gets any funny ideas. Ooh. A center of revolution in Ayrshire has spread to one of our provinces. We don't need to deal with this right now, but we will talk about it after this war. Because that's not so great. I would describe that as unpleasant. Siege of Maykop is done. Russia doesn't really have any other forts anywhere near us, which is good and bad, depending how you look at it. But I haven't really seen any Russian troops yet, so they're probably all wandering over very, very slowly. I'm just glad they have essentially no manpower. But it does mean we can't go carpet sieging. It's way too dangerous. Having said that, we can probably take that 70k's worth of stacks up and keep sieging and just run away when we see the troops show up. Because we have more than enough men over in a jam. And Somali. I've seen one Somalian stack, we mashed it, and then the only other one I've seen is here. It might be the same stack. But they're just pursuing our vassal, which is fine with me. Ormu's stack has just been wiped. Poland is being very aggressive against a jam, which I'm intrigued by. Oh, our master recruiter died. That's a shame. He wasn't our +5 guy, but still, a shame. I would like another master recruiter. Tempting to go for a discipline guy, though. Makes our troops better, but we're probably going to hemorrhage manpower. No, tell you what, I've changed my mind. We will get a discipline guy. Because the more damage we can do to the opponents, the more they're going to have to recruit, and the less manpower they're going to have. Yeah, Poland is out in the danger zone by itself, and I have no idea why they're that aggressive. Yeah, not 100% sure on the game plan there. Doesn't seem like a smart one to me, but the AI is going to do AI things. Siege of Sinjar is finally over, and dangerous as it is, I think we do go for a mountain siege. We'll take another stack nearby as a precaution. Oh, the siege of I nearly called it Mozzarella. Clearly not. Mendeferra is done, so let's get over to Hara. It is luckily not a mountain province. Still a highland, so I'll still get a penalty if they attack me on it, but it's not as bad. Poland, what are you doing? That's a lot. There's a lot of jam troops in that area. Gotta keep an eye on it. A lot of troops. We've got the siege of Ryazan done. Let's go to Moscow yet. Go there next. It's capital. What level fort is it? Level 3 fort. Not that big a deal. Still surprised we haven't seen any of their troops, but I'm not complaining. Yeah, 113,000 troops from a jam in that stack. That is why we're being cautious and not doing what Poland's doing. We can't save that. Like, they've been way too aggressive. 40. Oh, there's another troop stack from Somalia. I knew it had to be somewhere. Oh, we can claim hegemony. I didn't think we'd be able to do this early. So, hegemons. If you are absolutely way ahead of every other nation in a certain category, you can become a hegemon. So, a naval hegemon gives you monthly war exhaustion decrease, which is awesome, more ship trade power, and more global naval engagement modifier. And over time, you get bonuses to other traits. There's no reason to ever not take one. With one caveat. So, proclaiming a hegemony gives you plenty of benefits, but it will also make us stand more alone in the world. Typically, your allies don't like it. So just because we're in a war right now, we're going to not do it. After the war, we can. During, probably not a good idea. In case our allies then hate us and won't protect us. The siege of Moscow, it lasted a whole 22 days, by the way. 22 days. I guess we'll start going a little bit further east. We're not going to go too far. Like I said, we don't want to get too exposed, but We'll go a little bit further. The Siege of Yerevan finally is done. The breeze, I think, is dangerous. A level 8 fort, it's a mountain, and it's right in the area where I think they are. So we might go one province down and take a look. Just see what we can see. How many troops are there? Quite a lot. So we're going to wait and see how many troops show up. If they attack us, they're going to attack us on a mountain right now. And because it's not a fort, we don't get penalized. Okay, so a lot of their troops are going north, which I'm kind of intrigued by. You would think they'd try and protect, you know, their own territory, but I guess not. There's a Somalian stack. I mean, we could go and boop that, I guess. Let's go take our almost identically sized stack and just go boop them out of the way. We might even be able to be bold enough to go for Tabriz now. Let's try it and see what happens. Worst case, we can run away. Oh no, there's a trial. Yeah, no, we're just gonna gain a little bit of corruption. It's fine. Still haven't seen any Russian troops. There's a jam. Yeah, a jam's going to try and de-siege Makop, which is fine if they want to do that. That's going to take them some time. Chun has accepted peace with the Timurids, so they've had to give the Timurids a load of land. Kind of not a huge surprise there. Timurids will now join a call to arms, so 39 days' time we're going to be able to do that. I had no indication of when they were going to get out of war, so that's why I didn't have a diplomat ready. Didn't seem like a good use of time. They do still outnumber us in this area, but not as much as before. This 32k stack probably wants to go closer, just in case. We have a flex stack to jump between the two sieging groups on the east side, just in case. Oh, did I miss this stack? Let's try again. Go take out their other peasants and come back. Yeah, Somalian stack there is absolutely going to be washed. So washed it was actually stack wiped. It's fantastic. Let's bring our other stack back, now that it's done exactly what it needed to do. Our siege over here is also done, so we can... Well, we're not going to move to mush, but we are going to mush over to protect our other stack. Yeah, a jam without Russia no, actually, I take that back. We're going to take this stack and deal with them trying to de-siege Makop, which they probably will by the time we get there, but it'll be so quick to re-siege, it's not a big deal. I'm just going to deal with that because it's 40,000 troops, and if I can stack wipe them, oh my, that would be awesome. Will we be able to? I don't know. But if we could, that would be great. Now we can have the Timurids join in. Really, I don't need them for their troops. They have no manpower. Really, it's more for the vision, so I can see where the Russian troops are, hopefully before they land on my lap. There's another stack of Somalians. So we'll take these two supporting stacks and go try and deal with them, because I don't want them to take out the Palatinate 22,000 troops. They've been quite useful in just backfilling a lot of things. There's the other Somalian stack. 54k is definitely nothing to sneeze at. They shouldn't be able to get as easily involved as they did before because of the sieges in a jam. They won't be able to walk straight across. Siege of Orenburg, done. Let's move next door to Chelyabinsk. Yeah, I imagine Somalia's just going to try and siege out in Cairo, which is fine. It's a level 6 fort. It'll take them some time. Our Great Doge is Midas Touch. That's just more free money. I mean, you're never going to complain with free money. They never got Makop de-sieged, by the way. Amazing. They did get stat wiped, though. And that was 22,000 cannons. So that's an oopsie for them. Let's take this stack down and deal with Somalia's other... Well, the Somalian stack. Get that done and dusted. Still don't see any Russian troops yet. But they're not at war with Shun anymore. So... we should see them any time now. And there's a lot of them, so we have to keep very eyes peeled. Oh, there's a tiny amount of them, but that's negligible. Let's take out all those 2 stacks back and deal with them before we start getting bigger and bigger numbers. All Moose has that. That's a lot of ships over there. Timids, why have you even taken your navy out there? That's just suicide. I guess it also means these 2 stacks don't have to come deal with Cairo now, huh? Let's go deal with Kaffa. We don't have to be quite so tentative because we know most of Somalia's troops aren't in Somalia anymore. $70,000 Ajam troops in the Timurid territory. I mean, that's better than where it would be. There we go. Now we see some Russian troops. Now we know where they are. So we need to really get Ajam sieged out as quickly as possible. Now it's go time. And that is way too many troops for us to deal with, so we are going to bravely run away from that and reconvene back down south. Siege of Qom is over. Go across. Oh, the Somalian stack has just been defeated by Poland, so this stack will come back and protect against Russia. We don't need more than 3 stacks down in Somalia, that is for sure. We probably don't even need that anymore. 2's probably more than enough. But just while I see there, there's 43,000 troops in their territory, we're still going to be a little bit careful. Just as a precaution. We should also create some states. We have a lot, yeah, a lot going on. So Toledo, congratulations, you're a state now with 92 development. Yeah, for Stancy, you can be a state as well. I'm okay with that. What's next? Ile-de-France. I mean, we only have 73 development, but with 2 provinces, though. That's pretty good. What else do we need? Yeah. Bolognaise. And then we'll get Gascony. And get Aragon as well. Okay, beautiful. That should really increase some of our maximum numbers. We do have to core. There we go. 4 provinces. Yes, now let's make sure we're not over our government capacity. No, we're nowhere near. We should now have some pretty impressive numbers. Yeah, we're back within our force limit modifier. And we have a buffer for nearly 50 more ships. Fantastic. Okay. Speaking of okay, our fleets are starting to come in. Let's start combining them. We probably want to get a few more. Get that up to 30, because that'll be about 60 ships in that fleet. Siege of Harar is now done. Where are you going? I should be able to catch you as you move there. Done. That'll be a defeat for you. And yes, all of Ajam's main troops are in one fort in the Timurid territory. And yes, Russia is now going back and besieging all that land. But again, it's keeping them a little bit busy. It's meaning they're having to use up time and resources they wouldn't before. They're not going to... Oh, wow. Okay. They will peace out with 31% war score even. Well, well, well. Well, doesn't that change how things work? Do I just want to piece them out now? Do I own anything that you have a core on? Or, sorry, vice versa. No, nothing that important. I don't really want them to release a nation, because then I'll have to look after them again. Oh, they'll do that, though, so they'll break up alliances with a jam and Bohemia. Oh, that is beautiful. Okay. Let's take some money for the road. We won't get a lot, but... ho. So that'll cut us on a short timer, too, so we can go after them. They can't join the coalition. But now, things have really turned, so we don't have to deal with any of that right now. Somalia's pretty much half sieged out at this point. Hijam's in the same boat, and then we just have Hijaz and Hormuz, who are both tiny and really quite irrelevant. Okay, good. We're going to be good. Next episode, we'll tidy this up because we're going over 40 minutes again. We've had some real bumper episodes the last few weeks. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye now. Thank you for watching the video, and if you'd like to see more, feel free to stick around.